Okay, so I don't be playing the game anymore, but I've been seeing on like Twitter and stuff like that. New COD Zombies map come out. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. It looks pretty cool. It's like Japanese theme. The wonder weapon's a cat that's just like perched up here, a bit like the Krovi dragon. I thought that was pretty cool. I think the coolest part of it was the fact that they were going on about the Easter egg. And apparently it was just like kind of hard. It was like hard as hell to get, and no one figured it out until someone went into like the actual game and sort of just cheated. And that's like a whole other thing. Like I'm not even gonna get into that because I'm kind of not interested. Like I don't even play. I haven't played since whichever one had Terminus on it, and it was maybe DLC 2 from that game. I think it was Black Ops 6. I'm probably played since then, so I'm not really fussed. But it got me thinking of like real OG zombies, and I was like, oh, to the boys, let's run it up. Let's go back and do some Easter eggs. They're all on PlayStation now, and I'm still on Xbox. So I got backwards compatibility, but even if they did as well, it wouldn't matter because they couldn't play with me because it's not cross-platform, which is kind of sad. Whatever. But then that also got me thinking, I don't even have a clue how to do these Easter eggs anymore. I've done all of Black Ops 3. I think I didn't do any on Black Ops 4. I did Origins, Mob. I think I only did Origins and Mob on Black Ops 2. And then I've done like Call of the Dead and Ascension, I think. And I've probably done like the Reese, but that's not even like a proper Easter egg. So I've done like a decent amount of them. And outside of maybe the Horizon and Origins and Mob, that's probably about it, actually, to be fair. Outside of those, like 3 or 4, I couldn't tell you how to do any of them. And I couldn't even do, like, if I was to load up Origins right now, like, I know parts of it, but I wouldn't know exactly how to do it without looking at a guide, back to back, da da da. And it really got me thinking about, like, the fleeting time passage. That's not really how I'm supposed to word it, but like how time passes and you forget so many things that you thought was so important back then, but then they're not anymore, which is crazy. And it also comes back to like Destiny. I never played D1. I had vanilla. I like D1 vanilla. I played all of that, obviously, but I didn't do any of the raids for that game at all. I was way too young. I was like 2014, so I would have been 10. Yes, I was 10 whole years old when that game came out. I can't afford to be getting on the DLCs. I didn't do that. So I didn't really get into raids till Destiny 2, which I didn't get until I think the beginning or midway through Shadowkeep, which was good because it was like it was enough time had passed where the game wasn't crap anymore, but I could still do all of the Red War, I could still do all of Forsaken, all of what was already coming out at the time anyways, which is obviously a shame because if you started, let's say, like Witch Queen, you wouldn't have even been able to do that. And I enjoyed doing everything that I did. I remember doing Leviathan, all of like, because they had like the main Leviathan, obviously, and then they had like the three sort of, not mini raids, but like the sub ones. I think one of them was called Eater of Worlds. I don't know. The one where you get, is it called Anarchy? I think Anarchy is the exotic and it's the heavy and it's the grenade launcher that does like the electric ship. I remember doing that a lot, but I don't even remember anything about it bar the boss fight, which is crazy. I think you had to like race sparrows in it at some point. I don't even know. Beyond Light, I vaguely remember the one for that. I think the thing I remember most about the Beyond Light one is the loot for it was really, really cool. I remember like I had the scout rifle. I thought the scout rifle was the coolest shit ever, ever. I really enjoyed it because that was like the time when I was playing like the most. That Beyond Light era was just incredible for me. And then I didn't do any after that. But it's the same with the COD Zombies thing. It's like you could put me in those raids now, like Last Wish, da da da, and it's like I'm talking about it now and I'm remembering parts of it now, but I would have no idea. Like I've run some of them so many times as well. I remember I used to be in a Discord for it back in day, and we used to like bid for places because there was like a lot of people not all of them were active, but you know, at least like 20, 30 people went to raid every weekend. It's like you bid for a place, and I was always, because I was like kind of no, I wasn't jobless, but like I wasn't jobless, but like I'd act jobless, not act, but like that's kind of like how everything was planned out. Like I was just jobless with the job, so I ended up doing it all the time. I remember what you did. Sorry, I had to get a little bit ambiance. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. I used to have that kicking around back there, and I got a bunch of clothes on my bed, so I thought I'd better like hide that a little bit as well. But yeah, I don't. Sorry, I got a bit sidetracked. I don't even really know what I was going on about. Just like yapping about Destiny raids, but I do know that this all kind of comes into one big melting pot of. It's kind of scary how you forget things as time progresses. Maybe, I mean, I've always had like a pretty not great memory, unfortunately, and it's like you forget how people look, how they smell, how they sound. I mean, obviously it's way different now in like the era we're in, because it's like you got like, if you ain't seen someone in years, you can see them on their Instagram, because Instagram got your beard. Instagram got your beard. But it's like I saw this one of my brothers the other day, and other than like seeing them one day, for a couple hours, I hadn't seen them in like 3 years, 4 years, and it's crazy because it's like once you get past the first couple days and you're like, oh, okay, da, 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 and it's like then everything kind of comes back, and then you're like, wow, okay, this is, I kind of forgot how well I knew you, sort of thing. Like, you know what I mean? It just had me feeling a type of way, because it made me realize that the longer things or people, whatever, da da da, aren't going on or they aren't in your life anymore, you're gonna forget them. And I feel like that's I don't know how to word this. I was gonna say like the strongest thing is memory. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Even stronger than legacy. Legacy, legacy, legacy. Black excellence, baby. We gonna let them see. But it's like if you're not remembered, then what are we even doing all this for? I'll leave you to think about that. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, turn your notification bell on so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in a bizarre. Bye.